Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan. I am a homeschooling mom, a pastor's wife. I enjoy gardening, cooking. I was about to say cleaning, but that's not true. I enjoy being organized. I do enjoy a clean house. I don't enjoy the process of cleaning. But today's video is a collaboration with my friend Anna. She invited me to join this collaboration with a bunch of other homeschooling mamas. Her channel is Anna's Fam Life over on YouTube and on Instagram as well. So I would just love if you would check out all of their other videos. And the topic is kids in the kitchen. So we were just given the topic and we had to come up with a video however we thought that it fit that topic. So I'm excited to share with you today my 3 kids. I have Journey. She is going to be, gosh, is she going to be 15? She's going to be 15 in a couple of weeks. I have Jalea. She's my middle. She is going to be 13 coming up in February. And then I have Jericho, who is 10. He will be 11. He's about 10 and a half. So I have some older kids. I feel like older kids are able to do more in the kitchen. I don't know if anybody follows Bobby Parrish from Flav City. He has a 2-year-old adorable little daughter, but she's like cracking eggs and cutting vegetables, and honestly, that was not me. I wish I had started sooner with my kids. But in all truthfulness, I have a really hard time relinquishing the kitchen because I love to be in the kitchen. And as we know, kids just make big messes in the kitchen, but it's important, and I wish I had started sooner. So if there's anything that I could encourage moms with young littles is to let them make the mess in the kitchen and just develop those skills earlier rather than later while they are still very interested. So without further ado, let's get into the cooking, and I hope you enjoy. Making Jericho
Omelette.
an omelet. And who taught you how to make an omelet?
You.
All right, show us the steps.
Just crack an egg on in the bowl, and then I like doing 2 eggs because 1 egg isn't enough. Then you whisk up the eggs. And you spray olive oil on the pan.
With the heat turned on or the heat turned off?
Heat turned off.
What will happen if you spray it?
An explosion.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not supposed to do that? No.
Julia.
And then,
Because that can is aerosoled, if you missed the pan and sprayed it directly on the flame, then it might cause a big flame up. So we spray that with the flame turned off. What are you going to put in your omelet?
Bacon and cheese. And you pour the yolk all in here.
I'm going to give you a little tip. It'll tear it if you do that, but if you just wiggle the pan, it'll cover it. See how your hole filled up?
Oh yeah.
And I would turn your heat down just a little bit because
Like
it's
4?
cooking. Yeah, or 3 even maybe. Did you put any salt and pepper in there?
I do that after.
Oh, you don't mix it in with your eggs?
No.
Okay.
And you put bacon on one side. Then put cheese. Seeing this all chunked together. It's probably good.
Are you having this for breakfast or lunch?
Lunch.
We do this sometimes for lunch when we can't figure anything else out, huh?
Then you
Okay,
pick up
moment of
the side.
truth.
You flip.
Ooh, not too shabby.
It's better than me. And you just wait for it to cook, and then flip it over.
It's looking very nice.
And flip it over one more time. Let it marinate.
How do you know when it's done?
I just know.
Just know.
Yeah.
From practice.
Yeah. Then you turn the stove off and then pick up and slide it on that.
Very nicely done.
Mine is done too.
What are you making, Julia?
Chips and cheese.
I taught all the kids how to make themselves chips and cheese for lunch, like a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Very long time.
A very long time ago. How's the taste?
Let's see. Oh, hot. Wow.
Jeez. Here we go.
That's good.
Good? Did you put enough salt and pepper on it?
Yep.
Okay, good job. That looks like a good lunch. This is Julia, my middle child. How do you like being the middle child, Julia?
It's terrible.
Okay, I would say you're a very willing helper in the kitchen, like when I ask you to chop stuff. But I would say that you're probably the least interested in doing stuff yourself and like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided that we're gonna make sushi for lunch. This is the recipe that we like for the sushi rice. And we're gonna do the sushi rice right now because it's better if it cools off a little bit. So we need a big pan out of this drawer here, like this size probably. And then we are just gonna follow, you're gonna have to use your math. I actually half this recipe if it's just you and I eating it.
Okay.
So we need to get all the ingredients and then figure out half. All right, we have all our ingredients out. So we need 1 cup of rice, right? We're using sushi rice. Oh, I forgot too that I rinsed the sushi rice.
Oh, okay.
So like measure a cup of it out and then I'll get you a strainer to rinse it good. All right, with rice, you always cook it with the lid on. And then you want to bring rice up to a boil. So turn it on high at first and stand here till it boils. And when it starts to boil, you want to turn it all the way down to low. Ask me how I know this.
How do you know this?
Because if you don't stand there and watch it, then you boil the water all over your stove and it makes a big, yucky, sticky mess.
I've seen that happen.
I know. Okay, so we're gonna stand here till it boils and then we will turn it down to low. Now, something that I do is I like to teach the kids how to do stuff in the kitchen before I set them loose by themselves. I'm just really frugal with ingredients and such, and I hate to see food wasted, so that's how I prefer to do it. Okay, Julia, we are ready. The rice is done. We have our nori sheets, which we wrap it up in. We're just doing a simple, almost like a California roll. So we just have imitation crab, cream cheese, cucumbers, pickled ginger, and then we're gonna make sriracha mayo. So all that you have to do is put some mayonnaise in here, squirt some sriracha in it, and mix it up really well. And then we're gonna chop everything into thin slices. I have to say this was pretty fun doing this with Julia. She doesn't help me very often in the kitchen. Like I said, she's my child who is the least interested. She's very helpful if I ask her, but as far as like wanting to do recipes and stuff in the kitchen, she's not all that excited about it. So if you've never made sushi, it's actually pretty easy. I have no idea if we do it correctly. But this is just how I started making it. Julia and I are really the only ones that enjoy sushi. We like the raw fish sushi as well, but kind of hard to get where I live in Michigan, and so I kind of prefer just this imitation crab, cream cheese, crunchy cucumber, type California roll. But Jalea did really well. I think she would actually do this with me again. She enjoyed rolling it, and she made some pretty beautiful rolls, actually. Okay, Jalea has it all cut. Now she's adding some pickled ginger to the container, however much she would eat. And then she's gonna add soy sauce to this container. And we like to do it this way because it makes enough for 2 people to have it twice. And so this way we can just put it in the fridge and then it's all ready for lunch tomorrow. So now put however much soy sauce you think you would dip in there. All right, Julia, what do you think? Do you think you could? I know, it's lunchtime. Do you think you could do this by yourself, or do you think you need my help one more time?
I can do it by myself.
You think you could do it by yourself, follow the recipe and everything? Good job. Sometimes the curriculum that we use actually has cooking projects in it. This is the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level 4, which is the one that Jericho is in currently. And so he is studying Italy right now, and so we're making gnocchi, which he has been looking forward to doing this. And so here's all the ingredients he has gotten out on the counter already. We are defrosting some mashed potatoes, and so I'm gonna, as much as I can, I'm gonna let him do this himself and only help where needed. If you have never tried the Good and the Beautiful curriculum, we really love it. This is our 2nd year using it, and they really do have really good experiments in the science projects, really good recipes throughout, and it just really helps the kids learn hands-on, which I love. Hold on, is this the first time you've used a mixer?
Yes.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't turn it on until you stick the beaters all the way in the bowl.
Okay.
So get it, you got it touching the bottom?
Yep.
Okay, so now click it to just the very lowest setting. And yep, keep both hands. There you go, move it around. And then don't take it out of the bowl till you turn it off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is this also the first time that you've measured out flour, Jericho?
No, I think I've done it before.
Okay, here's a little hint.
Didn't we get like a fork or something?
You can do a knife, or you can take that scoop
Like-
and mash it against the side. There you go.
That.
Yep, perfect. Okay.
So then dump it in the bowl.
And how many are you doing?
3.
Because you need how much total?
1.5.
Okay. So if I'm being honest, I do love that the curriculum that I use has all these recipes and fun science experiments and stuff, because it is how my kids learn best. But if I'm being honest, there's lots of days where I just do not feel like it. I don't feel like the mess. I don't feel like the hassle, all of that stuff. But I've known for a long time that my kids learn best by getting their hands in there and doing it. None of them are book learners. They're all like learn by doing. So I force myself to do this because it's important to them. Okay, show us the finished product, Jericho.
It looks pretty good.
It does look good. All right, so this is the first time you've ever had gnocchi?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's good.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it tastes like a normal noodle.
Oh, good. You made your first meal and it turned out good.
Yep.
All right, this is Journey. She's my oldest. You'll be 15 in how many days, Journey?
I don't know. I lost track.
Couple weeks. What is something that you've been wanting me to make for a very long time? It's a dessert.
Oh, cheesecake?
No.
Cupcakes?
Caramel corn, perhaps?
Yeah.
So I'm going to teach you how to make the famous caramel corn. Okay, should we tell all the people's our secret recipe?
No.
Well, I think we're going to.
Aw.
All right, let's get out all the stuff. All right, one of our secret ingredients is microwave popcorn. Microwave popcorn makes the best caramel corn, right? Because it's already all seasoned and salty and everything. Here is our recipe. Weirdly, it is a elementary school cookbook from 1989. Screenshot that, or you guys can screenshot that for the recipe. 2 bags of microwave popcorn, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 stick of butter. I don't use margarine. 1/4 of a cup of corn syrup and baking soda, and you do everything in the microwave. Journey is my child who is the most helpful in the kitchen, but she's also the most interested. She really enjoys cooking, and honestly, I wish I had started with her a lot earlier than I did. It's just really hard for me to give up my kitchen because I enjoy being in it too, but I know it's important that they learn. All right, we have all the popcorn. You need a brown paper bag, and we used this to dump the popcorn out on and shake it over the trash can to get all the kernels, because you definitely do not want to be chomping into your caramel corn and do a kernel because you'll break a tooth. Yes. So we ended up doing 3 bags because, I don't know, our popcorn bags have not been popping very well. So now we have the brown sugar, the corn syrup, and the butter in the microwave, and we're just gonna stir it until it's at a rolling boil. When Journey was in 6th grade, I think, we signed her up for a summer community cooking class at the high school, which it was actually wonderful. A local chef puts on this cooking class that the kids can sign up for, and then they do it in the kitchens of the school, and she just had a blast and learned so much from that. All right, now all we have to do is stir it up really good, and then we are actually going to fold over the top of the bag and put it in the microwave for 45 seconds. Take it out and stir it, flip it, and just keep going until it's done. 45. How many times have we stirred it and put it back in the microwave now?
Like 4,
3 or 4, right? Okay, so our test to see if it's done or not, Journey, you're gonna pick 1 kernel out and stick it on the counter and just let it dry a minute. Not dry, cool off. And as soon as it's cool, if it's nice and crunchy, then it's done. If it's still a little bit soggy, then it needs to be cooked a little bit more. Okay? Crunchy or soggy?
Soggy.
Okay, then that means it needs to cook a little bit longer. So let's do another 45 seconds and then see how it is. Okay, so now we just have to let it cool and harden up. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Yeah, think it's easy?
I don't know.
It's a little finicky, but I wouldn't say it's like hard, right?
No.
Right. Could you do it by yourself again, or would you want to do it one more time together?
I would want to do it by myself.
You could do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Delicious caramel corn. Thanks for your help. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. All of the recipes that we made today will be linked in the description box, as well as the playlist for all of the other videos that were a part of this collaboration. I would love to hear what you guys think, and I would love some recipe sharing. I would love to know what your kids can make in the kitchen, because I'm always looking for easy recipes for my kids to experiment with and to try in the kitchen. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!